What's up, Falcons Nation? It's your boy Jew coming at you with another Atlanta Falcons video. As always, Falcons Nation, rise up. In today's video, I would like to talk about should the Atlanta Falcons trade for quarterback Justin Fields. But if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I've done Atlanta Falcons content. Hit that like button for your boy. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys for your continued support. Continuing to share out my content on all the social media platforms. If you'd like to follow your boy on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow me at Jew Talk Sports. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can donate to my Cash App, which is the $ Jew Talk Sports. And if you'd like to be a part of my Jew Talk Sports membership, you can hit that join tab here on the channel as well. But with that being said, let's jump right into the video. So as I mentioned in today's video, I do want to talk about should the Atlanta Falcons trade for quarterback Justin Fields. As you guys already know, rumors have been swirling around the quarterback Justin Fields that he possibly could be on the trading block after this season. Justin Fields is currently the starter for the Chicago Bears, and the Chicago Bears currently own the #1 pick for this upcoming 2024 NFL draft. If the season were to end today, the Chicago Bears would be that #1 or have that #1 overall pick in this upcoming draft. And rumors are that the Chicago Bears could be interested in drafting a quarterback, Caleb Williams, out of the University of USC, which means that quarterback Justin Fields would be on the trading block. Personally, in this video, I'm going to give my pros and cons on bringing in a guy in Justin Fields or trading for Justin Fields. Personally, I wouldn't mind the Atlanta Falcons going out and trading for Justin Fields. And I want to start with the positives. If the Falcons were to trade for quarterback Justin Fields, I do believe he would fit in this Atlanta Falcons scheme perfectly as far as under Arthur Smith, because Arthur Smith likes to run a lot of quarterback keepers, because he likes to use the quarterback in the running game, and because he prefers mobile quarterbacks. I do believe that Justin Fields could have a lot of success here in Atlanta. Because Arthur Smith likes to run out of the pistol formation, I really feel like Justin Fields could be a guy that would fit in this scheme perfectly. Outside of Lamar Jackson, Justin Fields probably is the most explosive quarterback in the NFL. He has a very strong arm, and he is a really good athlete. And I really feel like if he were to come to Atlanta, he could have a lot of success because the Atlanta Falcons have the weapons to support Justin Fields. I really feel like the Atlanta Falcons, we have a really good offensive line. We have good weapons as far as Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, Cordell Patterson in the backfield. And then we have guys like Drake London and Kyle Pitts. So I really feel like this would be the most talent that Justin Fields has ever played with since he's been in the NFL. And he also has a defense that will support him until he fully develops. Now, if the Falcons were to bring him in, I do think that they would have to invest in Justin Fields. They would have to give him the keys to the franchise. He would become that franchise player for this Atlanta Falcons team. And Coach Arthur Smith and the front office would have to fully commit to Justin Fields. I really feel like the Atlanta Falcons never committed to quarterback Desmond Ridder. And at this point, I can't see them moving forward with Desmond Ridder because it seems like this year they've benched him twice. They never was really fully invested in Desmond Ridder. And if they were to bring in a Justin Fields, they would have to fully commit because they will have to pay him a decent contract because he's coming up on that 5th-year option. So they would eventually have to pay him a big contract and make him the franchise guy. So I really feel like they would have to do everything in their power to help Justin Fields succeed. Another positive, if Justin Fields were to come to Atlanta Falcons, at the end of the day, we know that the NFL is a business, and we know that our Atlanta Falcons have struggled to sell tickets. And if Justin Fields were to come to Atlanta, I really feel like he would sell a lot of jerseys. It would be a lot of Justin Fields jerseys in the stadium. I really feel like because he's a Georgia native, that could bode well for the Atlanta Falcons if they decided to bring him in, because we know the NFL and these franchises like the market players. I really feel like Justin Fields would be an easy player to market, similar to when Michael Vick was with the Atlanta Falcons. And I really could see him being like the face of the organization if they eventually traded for him. So being that Arthur Blank, have struggled to fill up the new stadium, I really feel like we know the NFL is about winning, but these owners are also out to make money. And the marketing team for our Atlanta Falcons would make a lot of money if they were to go after Justin Fields. And the last reason I think that, a positive reason that I think that the Falcons should go after Justin Fields, or if they did go after Justin Fields, it would benefit our organization, because Justin Fields has a lot of upside. Even though he hasn't, completely developed, I do believe if he were to come here to Atlanta, I do think that he has the guys around him, the coaching staff around him, that could help him reach his full potential, because the Atlanta Falcons are a more complete team than a Chicago Bears. So I really think if he were to come to this Atlanta Falcons team, at this point, this Atlanta Falcons team this season has shown that they're only a few players away from being a playoff contender and possibly a Super Bowl contender in the next couple seasons. And if you were to bring Justin Fields in, I feel like you're dropping him on a team where there's not many holes to fill. So I really feel like Justin Fields could have some success with our Atlanta Falcons. Now, some of the negatives as far as Justin Fields being here in Atlanta is he's not the most accurate quarterback as far as when he throws the football. He's a guy that still struggles at reading the defense and things of that nature. And he's a guy that could potentially throw interceptions and things of that nature. So similar to a Desmond Ridder, Justin Fields hasn't fully developed. And if you bring him here to Atlanta, as I mentioned, we would have to fully commit to him. You can't, keep going between quarterbacks, deciding to bench him, then bringing him back, putting him back in. If you go out and get a Justin Fields, you're going to have to stand 10 toes down and basically, ride and die with him as your franchise quarterback. So if he were to come here to Atlanta, you'll have to deal with some of those mistakes, the interceptions, the fumbles, similar to what you've seen with Desmond Ridder. You would deal with that same thing with a player in Justin Fields, because he's still a young player. He is one of those guys that's still developing, still learning the game. Another negative with the Justin Fields is he hasn't mastered the fundamentals. He is a guy still at that quarterback position that still relies heavily on his athleticism. He doesn't rely heavily on his fundamentals, and that could be another thing that could be a negative, which causes a lot of the turnovers that you're seeing with Justin Fields, as far as him being late on throws and him holding on to the ball too long, and sometimes him trying to make the spectacular play with using his legs. Another negative or con to having a Justin Fields is he's a player that could get banged up, similar to a Michael Vick. When Michael Vick was here in Atlanta, he had a lot of knick-knack injuries because he was a guy that took a lot of hits. And that's something that Justin Fields has suffered in his career so far as well, is he's missed a number of games due to injury. So if you bring in a guy in Justin Fields, you things that you're gonna have to worry about is his health. He's a guy that doesn't slide a lot. He's a guy that takes a lot of big hits because he's trying to make the spectacular play at times, and he doesn't know when to throw the ball away and when to live to fight another down or fight another day. That could be another downfall if you were to go after a Justin Fields. But with that being said, those are pretty much my thoughts on Justin Fields, or whether the Atlanta Falcons should go after him or not. Like I said, there's pros and there's cons to going after Justin Fields. But I believe that if the Falcons went after him, they would just have to put him in positions to succeed. But you guys give me your thoughts on Justin Fields. Do you think the Falcons should trade for Justin Fields? And with that being said, this be your boy Jew. I have a lot more content coming for you guys, but as always, Falcons Nation, rise up, be blessed, peace.